Welcome back to the Flight 96 podcast. I am your host, Hunter Foreman, and today, it's even though it's a sad day, I still want to bring a little bit of light to this. Even though I just first things first, I want to say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That was a legend. And there's really nothing more you can say because his career speaks for itself. All I have to say is just make sure you check on your loved ones when things are going on. I know this was it was a helicopter crash, but still, I think with all these legends dying and all these people passing away, I think everybody needs to come a little closer and check on your peoples, man. Make sure your family is protected and make sure your loved ones are okay. So, but today on the show, I have somebody who's making a lot of noise, who I think has been making a lot of noise in the battle rap community as of late. He's with his back-to-back battles with Jay Kruger and Truth Watson. Jay Kruger versus this guy is on the app right now, so go check that out. And I've been following his career ever since I saw him against Hussein in his PG battle. I always wondered who this dude is with the Jason mask, and he had he did the mental patient thing, and I was like, man, who is this? And then he started rapping, and I was like, wow, this dude's really talented. And then I just followed his career ever since. I've seen him, go on URL and have a great battle, a great showing against Brooklyn Carter. Same thing against Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? Every Coliseum battle that I've seen with this guy, especially against Cable Guy, which I want to definitely ask a couple questions about. But Collie Block representer, God representer, a guy who's been making a lot of noise as of late, and I also enjoy his music. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Teewhy, what's good, brother?
What's going on, man? Jersey stand up. First and foremost, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I'm disgusted with this news. My prayers and thoughts are out with his family. Shit is fucked up.
It really is, man.
Lost a legend.
Yes, it hurts, man. And what sucks is, the West is really hurting because they both, they just lost Kobe, and they're still recovering from losing Nipsey. So all my prayers go out to the West, and we're here with you. But I just want to hopefully with this interview we can bring some positive light to everybody's day that's listening to this.
I mean to start it off depressing, but I mean this is fresh news, what I'm saying? So Jersey stand up, we in the building, Collie Block 201 Jersey. God. Yeah, man, what's going on?
Bro, listen, man. When I first saw you, let's take it back to when you battled Hussein in a PG, which, if I'm not mistaken, that was one of the first PGs from Coliseum Battle League to actually drop. I think besides Chess and Dot.
But it was the first. It was so Chess and Dot. They were both from different leagues. This was the first PG that dropped that were from two Coliseum artists.
Yep. And y'all went ham, man. Y'all was definitely showed out, and that's what made me a fan, because I was like, because when I was like, oh man, this dude out here doing gimmicks. He's got a straight jacket on, and I'm like, bro, who is this dude? And then he started rapping, and I was like, okay, wow, this dude can actually rap. And then when I heard your third round versus Hussein, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a fan of this guy. And I started watching your battles, and man, like, tell me, you've had a strange kind of journey when it comes to battle rap, dude. Like, if you really think about it, like, you've always maintained to always have your name out there. Like, even when even with the Jerry West battle, which people always remember just that one line from Jerry, but you was also spitting too, like, especially
right.
I liked your first round. So, and if you guys haven't seen Jay Kruger versus Teewhy on the URL app, I need y'all to go watch that, because Teewhy was definitely, like, you were in a different. That was a new you. I know that might be, you may probably look at that different, but I felt like that was a new Teewhy, because I felt like that was the most confident I've ever seen you in a battle. To be completely honest,
think so?
Yes.
That's dope.
Like,
I never looked at it from that perspective, but that's dope.
Like, I watched, because it's like, because you, not even just like the what, like I was what, like you just doing that like after every round, but like you looked comfortable, in the Jay Kruger battle. You looked comfortable. Like you looked like you was like, nah, I belong here. I know exactly where I'm at. I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, not like I understand I'm doing this whole Jason thing, but guess what? I'm still gonna do it. Like, and you went in. You did your thing.
I
So,
appreciate that, man. I think that confidence built like right when I battled next. Like that battle, like because I was watching my battle with Steams, and I looked at how I looked on stage, and I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I'm kind of like all over the place. So I'm like, I need to slow it down and whatever else. And then that battle with next, I feel like it finally locked in, and I was like, I bet like I learned how to like swag it a little bit more. You know what I mean?
yeah, like I watched you versus Cable Guy. Now I want to talk to you about this Cable Guy battle because I'm proud to say, and I'm not saying this just because you're on the show though, but like I've said this even before, you versus Cable Guy is my favorite Coliseum battle. Period. Out of all of like that was y'all were trying to kill each other, bro. Y'all were really trying to kill each other for like even like for 2 rounds, like for y'all's both 2 rounds, and then you was talking in the third, like y'all was trying to kill each other. Like y'all had like he did the scheme about I even walked on water so she could believe, like, son, like and the thing is I watched Coliseum so much I was getting those references. So that's what made it even more fire to me. And then when you did your cable flips, people were like, I was worried that you were gonna have like just maybe because some people can little OD on name flips, but like your name flips were making shit like whip cable across the street, like jump rope. What was the other one?
Cable whip across the street like jump rope.
Yeah, and that was cool. There was a lot of shit that like y'all were rapping. Like Cable was rapping, you was rapping, like the what was funny, I have a story about this. So I was watching on my lunch break, I was watching you and Cable Guy because that's one of the battles right now that I can just watch for pure entertainment. Like I can just watch that, like and just chill and that's be like just for pure entertainment. Like I was watching that on my lunch break, and my coworker doesn't know battle rap, is not big into the rap scene. He heard you say, I hated this bar for a really long time, but then I sat there and I was like, you know what? That's not trash. That's not bad. Like you said this radar to locate shark, this dislocate jaws. I hated that bar for some reason. I
said this, the impact is like radars to kill a sharks, dislocate
jaws. And I was like, because I felt like it was like two different things that didn't have anything to do with each other, and you just like put them together. But then I like had to like sit there and I was like, okay, he said dislocate. Okay. All right. So I'm here to say that bar is valid. That bar is very valid. I thought I was tripping when I first heard it. But what was funny was that like my coworker stopped and he was like he doesn't even listen to rap. He doesn't do any of that. Like he was just like, that was crazy. He was like, I was like, what? And he's like, dislocate like radars for killer sharks, like dislocate. He's like, I got that, and that was crazy. And I was blown away. I was like, this dude doesn't even watch rap, and he gets it was crazy, bro. I was like, man. But I have to ask, man, like when you started battling, did you imagine that your road was gonna be like this? Like it was gonna have all these kinds of like you would still like, even if people have written you off, you still would find your way back and become a relevant name?
I feel like I always knew I would do that because that's just who I am in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that's been knocked down in real life and come back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna let that translate in battle rap just to show how I actually move. You know what I'm saying? At one time I felt like I had it all. I had it knocked down. You know what I mean? Everything taken from me in actuality, and then got it all back by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if I could do that, then I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just followed suit. You know what I mean? But I never felt like it was a testament of my talent. It was more so a testament of my maturity, and I was fucking up a lot with the way I was acting. You know what I'm saying? So I had to clean up my shit and get it back.
That's what's up. It takes a real man to kind of take a step back and look at the larger picture and see what he's got to fix. You know, I've been down that road, man. Like, you know, sometimes you really kind of have to take a step back, and you know, if you got to take a break from something, you got to take a break from something. If you got to get rid of something that it's gonna be hard to get rid of, then you know that's what you got to do. Because I see you in interviews, dude, and I'm like, every time I see you in an interview, I'm like, it just reminds me, I'm like, dude, I got nothing but respect for this dude, because it's like I feel like in the battle and outside of battling Teewhy, like the battle rapper Teewhy and the person Teewhy, they're not far from, they're similar. They're similar. And it's there's a lot of transparency when it comes to you. Like, there's nothing, you don't seem mysterious. You don't seem like you're not afraid to, you just be honest. Like, I think when I saw you after your interview with after the battle with Brooklyn Carter, like, you were just honest about your performance, and that was it was Kali versus We Go Hard, and y'all's friendly competition and everything, and that was in the way you were kind of real mature about it and everything. I was like, damn, like, that was cool. Like, just I peep your moves. Yeah, like I peep your outside moves. Yeah. I peep your outside moves. Like, I be like, especially in your music, bro. Like, I wanted to talk about blame the OGs, and how that is possibly one of my favorite songs from a battle rapper in some odd years, bro. Like, I have to, because I want you to break down that song for me just a little bit, because I listened to it on the way home. Like, it's not a song that I listen to where I'm about to go to the bar and like and go turn up with my friends. Like, it's not a depressing song at all. It's just a real life, like, factual, spitting facts kind of song over an amazing instrumental. Shout out to your producer for that. I think his name is Trilo. Is that what I heard in the production tag?
Yeah, Trilo, man. Shout out to Trilo.
You did your thing. So, why did you feel the need to, record such a track like that? Like, the message was strong. Like, you're basically saying, like, the OGs are the reason why rap is in the state it is today. And I wanted to kind of get, from on a deeper meaning and deeper understanding.
No, I definitely got you.
So, what's that? So what's that about?
Bro, in the most humble way I can say this possible, I really feel like I'm an instrument of God, bro. Like, I don't really be thinking about this shit. Like, it just comes to me sometimes, and the way that I just write the shit, it just come out how it come out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I had that idea in mind, I wrote this record like a year before I actually dropped it, and I was just in the crib just thinking about the current state of hip hop, and I was thinking about, like, how I'm looking at a lot of OGs hopping on a lot of these young boys' records, but in the same breath talking shit about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, damn, here we go. Talking shit about something that you're actually influencing and making larger just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So I took the controversial route, and I put the blame on people that I am a huge fan of, specifically people that I'm a huge fan of, just to say, like, yo, y'all are my heroes in this shit, and y'all let this fuckery slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was supposed to keep the ship tight, and y'all didn't.
You holding them accountable, man, and that's what I felt from the track. I was like, man, like, Teewhy is just like calling out everybody on their bullshit. Like, this is something that the world needs to hear, because it's harsh truth. That's the best way that I can describe that song. It's just harsh truth. Like, some of us don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And I kind of do agree with you on with that, on that stance when it comes to that song. Like, I see, veterans, like I said, hopping on these young guys, tracks and everything, and they preach this and preach that, but they're not, y'all let, like you said, you let such and such get in here? Like, y'all are still allowing this, and there kind of needs to be, rap needs kind of like a locker room leader to get everybody in check, and
the authenticity needs to come back in. Let me just give a shout out real quick to Benny the Butcher, because he is one of the most authentic rappers I've heard in a long little while.
I believe that, and I agree with that.
Killing his shit, man. His shit is retarded. Shout out to the whole Griselda. Like, I fuck with their whole movement.
Like, did they not have one of the best years last year? Like, like Griselda as a whole, like their year last year was insane. Like,
I'll be honest, I just got hit to him. So
are you serious?
I didn't. Yeah.
You in for some heat, bro. You in for some heat. Like, once you get into Benny, when he came out with his the Plugs I Met project that had the Pusha T song on there, that shit is that's crazy. West Side Guns, Hitler Wears Hermes 7. That's definitely something that you
97 Hoes is crazy.
Griselda is doing stuff that people are always saying, like, oh, they're too stuck in the 90s. They're too stuck in the 90s. I'm like, bro, let me tell you something. Griselda is doing what is needed to be done in the past, like, 5 to 10 years, and that's making rap, like, cool again. They're making rap cool again. Like, they are making...
You know what it is also? He's also changing the perspective of all these fucking dope heads in rap talking about being users, and flipping the perspective again and giving y'all the dealer perspective, the hustler perspective, where it all started from. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't out here rapping about using or nothing like that. Niggas was out here rapping about how they was getting it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Benny's an amazing lyricist. To see him kind of go back and forth with a guy like on this, because when he had it's called Crown for Kings on that Plugs I Met project, he has a song with Black Thought. And just to hear him and Black Thought just trade verses over a beat, bro. Like, if as a hip hop head that I am, that's the shit that I live for, bro. That's the shit that I'd like. That's the kind of shit that I absolutely love, to hear lyricists just go back and forth. And if you heard Benny the Butcher's, Hot 97 freestyle, when him and Conway were up there, oh my goodness, dude. Like, they were just going crazy. Like, it's hard to really say, like, who has made that. Like, Griselda's, like, they are one of a kind. Like, nobody has ever done anything really, like, in this era what Griselda is doing. Like, nobody makes music like them. Nobody raps as good as them. Like, shout out to Griselda. And I want to bring it back to circle. I also want to shout out to Coliseum Battle League, because y'all separate yourself from the smaller leagues, because y'all have this brotherhood that I see in every battle. Y'all have this. It's literally like you can tell Coliseum as a family as a whole whenever every battle goes down. Like, whether it's Sin Flea, battling, whether it's Panic, whether it's like, whether it's any of these guys, like, whether it's Blake Winters, a guy who I got real hip to. I actually like his style, Imperial. Swag Tana, who hopefully, if everything goes right, Swag will be up on the show next week. So shout out to Swag, shout out to CNC. Another guy. Yep, and same thing. Shout out to Mo Moolah as well, which is, I look at you and Mo Moolah kind of as the captains a little bit of Coliseum, but I know there's a lot more people that are involved in that. So tell me, what do you think separates Coliseum Battle League from all the other battle leagues, from your perspective?
I just think we're more creative, like, as battlers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like other leagues' production is more creative, as far as the camera work, the editing, things of that nature, making it actually look dope. You know what I'm saying? Quality, things of that nature, which are equally as important. But as far as raw talent is concerned, I feel like we're breeding some of the best raw talent in New York and in the game, really.
And, what I'm saying? Like, I know I guess I keep hearing y'all say like the royal god, like that's the click. But I love how y'all move. Like y'all be either it's one person behind someone in a battle, or it's two people. Like y'all are a very close knit group.
That's family, man. A
You
lot of these guys I've been in real experiences with. You know what I'm saying? In real life, we done got married together. We done, did a lot of things. It's not just battle rap. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers for real. So it's different.
So so shout out to Sin Flea, shout out to you, shout out to Vic, shout out to everybody over there that's working for Coliseum, man, and I wanna talk about kind of the future, because we kind of briefly talked about your past in battle rap, and also you dipping in music, and I want to actually tell everybody to go stream blame the OGs on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get music. Please go check that song out, y'all. That's true hip hop.
I got a couple other joints too, man. Hot sauces.
Yep.
Now streaming.
Just stream anything that's Teewhy, man. Stream anything that's Teewhy.
Yeah.
Help a brother out, man.
Teewhy, the infamous. That's the artist.
So go ahead and I'll put all of those links in the description below for y'all to check that out. I'm pretty sure you got way more music in the tuck, so I guess we could, 2020 is going to be a nice little year for you.
Full fact.
So, but I want to talk about on a battle tip for a little bit. You've battled some insane names. You battled the Jerry Wesses. You battled the Serious Jones, which not a lot of people know that you battled Serious Jones. You've battled Jay Kruger. You've battled Brooklyn Carter. You've battled Ishmullah. You've battled Mo Moolah. You've battled I haven't seen the footage yet.
Johnny Storm.
Yes, battled Johnny Storm. I think that was on Don't Flop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You battled Bangs. You've battled Geechee.
Geechee.
Like, listen, man. If anybody thinks Teewhy's been tested, bro. Teewhy's been tested. So URL, somebody, King of the Dot, anybody. Give this man a big name, and I guarantee you he will not drop the ball. Because that's my thing. When I see Teewhy on the card, I don't have to worry about you messing up or slipping up or doing anything, because I know you'll bring it 100%. That's when I heard you versus Truth Watson was the battle of the weekend on Royalty. Like that didn't surprise me. That didn't surprise me, because I knew y'all both know the opportunity that was right in front of y'all. And I knew that y'all were going to make the best of it. So I just want to ask, man, like, who do you want this year that would make sense for Teewhy?
Damn, I don't know. I think I heard Mac Mel say some funny shit yesterday in the PG. So I don't know if he wants smoke or not, but I mean, I don't know. One of them Goonies, maybe. One of them. I heard they just broke up, so I don't even know. Somebody, man. Like, I've been gunning for Young Cannon, Cortez. I feel like, you know what it is about Young Cannon?
What is it?
Like, I feel like he got a name that, like, his status, as far as just his ranking and his name, his views and shit like that, like, I'm like fucking Thanos, you know what I'm saying? Or Galactus, like, you know what I mean? A nigga that devours shit and just takes the whole, I want to take your whole movement, you know what I'm saying? Just like, because I feel like you got something, but I feel like I've earned what you got and don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying on that.
Knock you out of your fucking place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm up in my way in the ranking system, and like right now I'm like number 11, but really in all potential, like I'm definitely a title contender. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm just hungry to just knock niggas out of my way that I feel like are just not that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No slight against his talent, and it's gonna feel like it's hate, but it's not. Like I respect what you done. I respect that you're a legend and all that, and that's cool. I really can't say a legend. We'll say, like, you a veteran. Let me rephrase myself, but that shit don't matter, bro.
Talk spicy, bro. I had Real Sick up here.
Nah, it's just real.
Yeah, I had Real Sick up here last week, and I was trolling a little bit, trying to set up a battle with him and Jonai if Jonai ever comes back. So, I mean, you and Young Cannon would be interesting. I actually would like that. I think that would be a very...
I'm realistic about it, too. I'm not going to jump out the window and be like, yeah, give me K-Rock. Like, I feel like I could really hang with majority of these people. And if I'm being honest, like I feel like I can hang with anybody, but it's just like I just need the opportunity to do it, and it doesn't make sense to jump. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got Sirius Jones, it didn't really make sense, but it was a good look. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't get what I needed for that. So like now, I just need to build slowly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not opposed to that. I'm not just trying to shoot up to the top ASAP either. Like I knocked out a little fucking young cannon. That shit ain't nothing.
If I had to put some opponents in front of you, I'll just throw these out there. I would love to see you versus Young Cannon. That is definitely one of them. Another one that would be really interesting would be you and Swag. All right, this is for Kali. I would just want that for Kali. I think you and Swag on Kali headlining a card would be dope. I think y'all would try to kill each other. I think it has to be 3 rounds, and I think that would even land y'all like, because I remember URL used to see like dope battles and would just be like, yeah, can we buy this from you and make it a PG? Like I think they did that for Bangs versus Reaper Row, but I might be wrong. But I would love to see that. I would love to see you and Kid Chaos go 3 rounds.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, me and Swag was already in the talk, so there may be something coming up this year.
I like that.
Swag.
And
Kid Chaos, yeah, he's dope.
Kid Chaos, so that's because I just want to hear both of y'all rap. Like there's no storyline, there's nothing to address.
He's the rapper's rapper. Like he's a lyrical miracle hero. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those. But
he's
I
insane.
feel like I could definitely get busy with him. He'll definitely push my pen to a level where like I'll definitely go crazy on him.
Did you think you pushed Did you think you pushed your pen quite a bit versus Jay Kruger?
No.
Really?
Nah. Yeah, nah. Like I respect Jay Kruger, but to me, he was never like somebody that was gonna motivate me to push my pen real crazy and nothing like that. I always just respected. I felt like we had similar stories in a way, but he like I felt like he always should be ahead of where he is. Like I thought he was always dope as hell, but it never was. Like when I watched him, I wasn't thoroughly like, oh my god, his pen is retarded. Like when I watched Truth, I was like, oh okay, like I really like what he's actually penning. It's just super creative and different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he definitely showed out versus me. Versus Kid Chaos, it was a lot of kid flips.
Yeah,
that was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't thoroughly like, yo, like this was amazing. You know what I'm saying? He had some fire shit there, though. Like I really liked the battle and all that, but it wasn't something where I was like, oh my god. It was more something like, oh, okay, I get where he was coming from with that. You know what I mean? Or like I would have thought of that or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Jay Kruger's.
It didn't really like super motivate me, but I definitely like I was motivated by the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I thought that he was definitely a formidable opponent, and I was like, all right, fuck it, let's get it.
And it was your return to URL, man. And I'm happy that you were on that card too. I liked the Survivor Series card. So I was glad that you got that look, because when I saw that you were battling Jay Kruger, I was like, okay, good. That's good that Teewhy got back in the mix. I would love to see you versus Jay Moore as well. If we're talking about,
he just got cooked by Brooklyn Carter.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard in there in whatchamacallit,
at Royalty,
where I just battled Truth at.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought
general consensus was he got cooked.
Damn. That's crazy. I would have never thought that. But I definitely want you to like clash with these new dudes, but also like there's a couple of vets that I want you to definitely want you to see. Young Cannon being one. I think you and Chess would be cool. I think you and Prez Mafia would be cool as well.
Yes, sir.
You and Lou Castro would actually be pretty dope. And maybe you and Cuban, kinda, maybe. And then
I feel like I don't know, man. Yeah, keep going.
And another one just for comedic, because I know both of y'all are funny. You and Your Honor would be funny.
Your Honor, that would be
That would be you and Your Honor would be hilarious to me. That because I think both of y'all are funny. Like I think that would be pretty funny. Like I would enjoy that for entertainment purposes. But no, but the other two, Chess and Cuban, I think that would be dope.
I will fuck Cuban up, bro. What are y'all talking about, man? Like,
Talk spicy, Ty. Talk spicy.
Like, crazy. Like, yo, stop. I hate when people match up with Cuban. Stop. Get him out of it, bro. I would get Cuban the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I fuck with Cuban, but I would get him the fuck out of here, bro. Like, for real. Like, it'll be ugly. Like, he's not, yo, bro. Like, he just can't fuck with me, bro. Like, he just can't. I'm sorry. He can't do it. He can't.
Talk.
He's incapable, bro. He can't fucking do it.
Talk.
Like, stop fucking comparing me with him, bro. Only compare me with the young cannons of the world, man. I'm mid-tier, bro, officially.
Hey, call that, yeah, bro. Snatch that respect.
Crazy, bro. Like, come on, man. It's just fucking, yo, I just got co-signed by Rum Nitty, bro. He's the best puncher in the world, bro. Like,
potentially the best battle rapper in the world right now.
Who?
Rum Nitty.
Exactly. Like, feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, let's. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Let me just show that I can hang with somebody. You see how Drugs got Arsenal and he can show you. You know what I mean? Like, he showed he can hang.
So you think, okay, so I'm trying to make this an analogy, but like basically like you would like the same opportunity that Drugs got, and you would think that opportunity would be like you versus a young cannon. Like
Drugs has put in probably more work than me as far as quantity.
Yes.
I feel like I put together more quality performances than him.
Okay.
So I think given the same opportunity, I could definitely do damage too. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be mad if, you know, like, I'm not trying to say I need to jump to a top tier immediately, but I'm saying, like, if, you know what I mean, one of them stroll my way, I would definitely not only hold my own, but probably win that battle.
I like that. I mean, and you mentioned, I think you mentioned Cortez as well. I like that one because I think that would be I like that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Cortez is dangerous as fuck. He just beat T-Top. Like.
Yes, I believe that. That T-Top battle was crazy though. I really enjoyed that battle. But Cortez was talking to T-Top.
Like, bro, like, people always try to, like, count him out, or, like, they always got some weird shit to say, or, like, they don't like him because of how he look. Like, yo, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's beating people that are formidable. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Cortez put it into a lot of people's hype trains as well. Like, the sister...
He just beat Coffee.
Say again?
He just beat Coffee and Geechee in that 2-on-2. With Misfit, in my opinion, I think they got it 2-1.
See, to me personally, I just didn't like that battle because I just felt like it wasn't like, I felt like that wasn't like, they weren't 100%. You know what I'm saying? I felt like somebody wasn't like one. I know Cortez and Misfit were on 100. I know they were doing their thing, but I just felt like Coffee and Geechee were just like, they just weren't.
I didn't think Coffee and Geechee were bad. I think a lot of people are saying that about them. I don't think they were trash at all.
I don't think they were trash. It's just like I just didn't think I think they could have like. I just didn't. That wasn't the best that I.
But they didn't do better because they didn't have the chemistry that Cortez and Misfit have. That's why I said off rip. That's why they will win the battle. And exactly how I said it is how it happened. Like, of course, bro, it's the chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been around each other for years. Like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? They really like brother and sister type shit or whatever the fuck.
That's facts.
I don't know what the fuck they have going on. Okay, but they close.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I could see that from a mile away. It's like it was translatable through the fucking bars, through the performance, everything. But I still don't think that they did bad. They still had some dope flips. They still had a bunch of dope material. I like the use a bitch. Nah, use a nigga. Like
that shit was cool.
Like they had a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, like. I also want to ask this. I know they did a day 1 and a day 2 for royalty. Do you think that y'all should have gotten the same kind of? Y'all think y'all should have battled at the top, like on the main stage, instead of in a small room like y'all did?
We would have. Yo, man, listen. All I know next time I battle, it needs to look like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that I deserved it because it's my second battle back on the URL. So as far as like, not to say I didn't deserve it, but like I understand why I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't gonna give anybody an argument about not getting it because I was understanding the rebrand, the rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wasn't tripping. But if we were to have, if we would have had that, bro, listen, that shit would have been probably battle of the fucking weekend. I mean, people were saying it was battle of the weekend with the top tier performances. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's back and forth. Like, and we were just on a one-off card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that speaks volumes. And we're talking about Rum Nitty on the card. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about Chess on the card, Official on the card,
Geechee on the card,
Geechee on the card, Hustle on the card, 40 Bars on the card.
Yep.
A bunch of names. You know what I'm saying? So I think that says something.
I mean, I heard out of that weekend, it was you and Truth Watson and Prez Mafia and Lou Castro. Those were the two battles that I kept hearing about from Royalty especially on the one-off card. It's interesting to kind of see watch like your career because like I mean in reality, like I said, I've watched you since your first PG, like since the Hussein battle. If I'm being correct, that was your first PG. So yeah, I've been watching you since then. So to watch your progression and you go from Teewhy that would was kind of, I wouldn't say like, I don't know. I've just seen you just evolve. Like I've just seen you evolve. I've seen like you didn't switch up. I mean, you just bettered yourself like each battle. I just felt like every battle that I watched, you just got better each one. And like, and just to watch your progression has always been something cool to watch. And I can't wait to see what else you do. I mean, especially, with the music and, I can't wait to get an actual, be like, yo, y'all go cop the new Teewhy album. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to, throw out that tweet because I'm hella interested. Like you think like when I told you, like I DM'd you and I told you, I said, bro, like Blame the OGs has been in my rotation for quite a while. I meant that because like, bro, like when I'm on my way home or I'm just cruising, bro, I put on that song. Like I put on that song and I just vibe because that whole setting, that whole vibe that you were able to create with just that one song is infectious. And I hope everybody gets a chance to hear that and really listen to what you're saying in that song because like for real, I really fuck with that shit.
I appreciate that love a lot. And there's a lyric video out on YouTube. If you are unable to catch every bar, every lyric, this lyric video really helps, and it's really well done. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sam Mix Media for creating it. It's really dope. It's on my YouTube channel, so go check that out. It was actually on Shade 45 as well. I was on a guest show, on an all-out show by this nigga's name, Rude Jude, on Shade 45. So I also have that video and that interview on my YouTube as well.
Nice, man. Teewhy, where could everybody find you on social media, my guy?
Well, look, man, I just got my Twitter deleted, so I'm gonna have to change that name. So I'm gonna make a new one and shit. Yeah, I got suspended, and there's no way of my shit coming back, so I'm super sick about that. But you could definitely get at me everywhere else at Teewhy Infamous, TEEWHY Infamous, INFAMOUS, and on Facebook TYRG. I don't really be on Facebook like that though. But yeah, at Teewhy Infamous on Instagram and everything else.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Coliseum battler, God now URL representer, Mr. Teewhy. Teewhy, again, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. We talked about this, and it was pushed back a day, but I'm glad you were able to come on the show. Again, you were one of the people that I wanted to get on this interview platform for a really, really long time. Like I think I've been wanting to get you on this since the Brooklyn Carter battle, actually.
Wow.
So it's just
I appreciate you supporting that long. You know what I'm saying? It definitely means a lot, and it really be people like yourself that really keeps me motivated and keep going in this shit because it's been so many times I wanted to just quit, but I mean that genuine support is definitely what keeps me motivated. So big salute to you, bro.
Of course, bro. Of course, man. Again, you guys be on the lookout for Truth Watson versus Teewhy whenever that drops. That is definitely going to raise this man's stock even higher. Look for him for his next battle. He'll be dropping music this year. Teewhy is going to have a nice little good year for us, for all you Teewhy fans out there. So please support. I'll have his social media in the description below. I will have the links to his music down below. So if you guys, I definitely need y'all to support this guy, because I definitely am a huge supporter of him and Coliseum as a whole. So shout out to Black.
I have the link to my Cash App. You heard?
The big facts. If you want to, hey man, listen, yeah, bro, support him for real. I'll put that Cash App down there as well, man. If you really want to support him, he'll like that. Go get my guy so he can buy him some Henny or something. You know, man, something, little something. Maybe.
I don't drink no more, bro. But yeah, man, that shit'll definitely go to a good cause.
Oh, absolutely. Make sure it goes to a good cause though. But that's what's up. Shout out to Sleaze. Shout out to Black. Shout out to everybody at Collie. Shout out to Vic. Shout out to Panic. Shout out to Sin Flea. Shout out to everybody over there at Coliseum. I just want to let y'all know that your boy down in Texas really fucks with y'all, and I hope that message gets delivered. And Mo Moolah, Kid Chaos, all these new dudes, Ace Amin, come holla at your boy, man. I got a couple questions for y'all for these interviews I'll be doing with these battle rappers. These shits get funner and funner every time. So thank you, Teewhy, again for showing up. This won't be the last time you be on the platform. Hopefully, the next time we get on here, it'll be for that Teewhy album. I'll be looking for. So I appreciate you, my guy.
Should be dropping this year, man. Better Late Than Never, the project coming soon. Fuck with me.
Of course, bro. Y'all be good. And Teewhy, till next time, brother. You be easy.
You, brother.
Peace.